guys, it's Tipsy Red Rooster. Come on in, we're going to have a splash of something delicious. Today, you guys, I have a huge dedication to plenty of my friends that drink rye whiskey. Friends, family, they all enjoy it. The one we're featuring today is one of my cousin's favorites, Alberta Premium, and it has been winning a lot of awards lately, and I think I know why. It's a very affordable whiskey to start with. In that price point, I find it to be the smoothest, the cleanest tasting, and the less bitter. I find with a rye-based whiskey, you get a bitter aftertaste, but this one is not as bitter. You could say it has less of a chip on its shoulder. Oh gosh, I'll cut it out one day. Probably not, but oh well. Let's get to mixing, you guys. So today what we're mixing is a whiskey sour. And I have to tell you, as a person that doesn't drink a lot of whiskey, if I see a whiskey sour on a menu, I just might order it because there's the sour, the bitter, everything going on in it. What you're going to need is the good old redneck hillbilly shaker, my favorite, the mason jar. Compared to other egg white cocktails, this one is a flip, and you'll see what I mean by that. It's in the cocktail shaking. It's pretty interesting. So what we're going to need in our mixer is 2 ounces of whiskey into and I have used my measuring shot, so I'm just gonna have to do 2 of those. There we go. Next up is some lime. You're going to need 2 tablespoons. There we go. And if you have a hard time squeezing your limes, use a little fork. There you go. And just wrangle it in there. Look at all the juice that comes out. I haven't even told you what drink we're mixing today. It is a ginger lime whiskey sour. It seems like I get more excited over it before it's even mixed. Okay, so we have our whiskey, we have our lime. Next up is a simple syrup that I've put chunks of ginger in. So now it's a ginger simple syrup. And you just take equal parts, sugar and water, bring it up to a boil with the chunks of ginger in the pot, let it cool, and funnel it into a squeeze bottle. 2 tablespoons of that. So let's give it a dry shake. And what a dry shake is without the ice. All our ingredients in there, except for one. Hold on. You can see how it's building up froth in there. Next we'll need is an egg white. And again, another little dry shake to it. There's our dry shake. And to turn it into a wet shake, this is the flip part. We need some ice. Shake that up for about 30 seconds. And stop. Good arm exercise. Okay, so you have your choice of glasses with this one. A coupe glass. We know how we feel about those. And the highball glass. Now, because this is whiskey, I'm gonna go with the highball glass because it's just stocky and classic, strong and sturdy, just like a whiskey. Take the top off that, slap on our strainer. There we go. Ice into the glass and pour your cocktail over it. Oh, she is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I love the looks of this drink. And for a garnish, a nice little maraschino cherry and a little slice of orange go beautifully with this. Isn't that gorgeous? Such a classic, gorgeous drink. And the best part is there's a little pairing here. Take a bite of the cherry, then a sip of the cocktail. That cherry. It's the cherry on top of the whiskey sour. Easy to make and absolutely delightful. So you guys, come on back next week where we're going to tip it, sip it, and educate. Sour, bitter, citrusy, and sweet.